Right, let's dig right into some Geballer here. I'm just going to get right into the action. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that correctly or not, but this is an awesome little arcade game from the developer Stuffed Wombat, who I'm a huge fan of their stuff. And basically, this game you control entirely with your mouse, and then you just have to pick up these little squares or diamonds, which then cause a kind of chain reaction or the projectiles to kind of launch out from there, and then you have to just dodge those. Again, just controlling entirely with your mouse and just kind of maneuvering around the different projectiles here, and then just try to fill up that entire border around the outskirts of the stage, which you also cannot touch the border as well. And then if you wait too long to pick up the next diamond or the next square, it'll start unfilling the bar around the outskirts of the level. And then basically, yeah, you just got to clear each wave and then clear each level from that wave. It looks like you have to fill it up all the way and then pick up one more after that. And you can see here, like, the patterns kind of change each time. So I can, like, pick this one up and it shoots 3, now 4 projectiles off, kind of in the direction that I'm going when I touch the square. So you can really get kind of strategic about where those, next projectiles are going to spawn at. But you can see there, like, once that meter starts going down, it really starts going down quite a bit faster than it fills up. So it's like you want to pick things up quickly, but you don't want to pick them up too quickly because it's just going to fill the screen up with projectiles. And it's just the perfect game in terms of, like, just pick up and play and some good risk reward. Obviously you can go, as fast as you want, but you got to have those lightning quick reflexes with the mouse here. I don't play a ton of PC games, so I'm honestly really not that great at this game, or really any game that I control entirely with the mouse. But here I don't really have to do anything other than move the cursor, and then obviously just be thoughtful about what I'm doing. But this stage here, you can see now the projectiles. This is the second stage. This is actually as far as I've made it into the game so far. So everything from here on in is going to be new to me. I just immediately scooped this one up on sale recently during, like, the Steam winter sale, and have had a pretty hard time putting this one down since scooping it up. It's just super addictive. Yeah, I'm just such a sucker for any game that's got a good risk-reward balance, and any game that is just really just pick up and play, no frills. Like, this is essentially just like a twist on a bullet hell arcade game, but just doing something a little bit different. Oh shit, I thought I was gonna have enough to fill that meter when I picked up that previous one. So this is only shooting, okay, 1 the first time, then 2, now 3, now 4. So it's just gonna, like, change up the pattern slightly every time. But because you have that mouse control, you can really, and you can take up to 2 hits. You can take 1 hit and it kind of puts you in like damage mode, and you have a short amount of time before your health kind of refills. But if you take another hit before that fully refills, then you're out of luck. Now they're kind of throwing one of each at us here. Those projectile, or the little pickups, the diamonds, first loss, get a little bit trickier to see. Now I think it'll save the wave I was on. You don't have to start back from the beginning of the wave, so this will be, I think we were on 3 of 6, maybe 4 of 6. But yeah, you just got to keep your eyes peeled. That little black square or diamond kind of blends in a little bit with not only your own cursor, but also the level itself. Shit. I think just 2 more, 1 more. Oh man, yeah. And again, you gotta watch the, oh no, what is this gonna do? Okay, oh it only moves, oh no, it like stops. It's kind of super hot style, or not super hot style. I thought it was at first, like they were only moving when I'm moving, but oh shit. We'll kind of duck our way around here. But you can see they kind of like home in on like where you are when you picked up the little diamond or whatever. So you just gotta be really thoughtful about how quickly you're moving, but sometimes you end up picking up the projectile when you don't even mean to, or picking up the square and triggering the projectiles, I should say, when you're not necessarily trying to, just because it happens to spawn right next to where you're at. So you really got to be thoughtful at every single second of this game, which I love. I also love the kind of like low resolution. At first I was thinking, like, is there something wrong with my computer screen? Is there anything going on here? And maybe there is. Sometimes some of these games do just, work a little funky on my laptop here. I don't have exactly a gaming PC here, but the thing I love about games like this is you don't need one. You really, like, maybe some of these particles or some things are working a little bit differently, but for the most part, it could be a little smoother. Because it feels like it's maybe just a little bit choppy, but I also think that's just the way that the game is designed. I could be wrong about that, but that's how it feels to me. There we go, wave 4 or 5. Oh man, this is getting dicey. So again, though, you can be really thoughtful about the direction you pick these up in and make sure that like the bullets or the projectiles that they're spawning are not going to come swarming at you all from the same direction. Oh shit! It doesn't seem like you lose any... There we go. Another new level. Doesn't seem like you lose any health. I kind of forgot what I was going to say. I was in the middle of a thought there. Before I beat that stage, and I was going to make a comment, but I totally lost that. This is definitely one of those games that you don't want to lose focus on. But again, probably pretty easy to tell. This video will probably be on the short and sweet side here, but I'm sure you'll be able to tell very quickly if this is something that's up your alley or not. I would really love to see this get ported over to Switch 2 with those mouse or, Joy-Con cursor controls. Because again, you really don't need anything particularly precise. Like I'm playing at, the desk here essentially, but I really feel like I could be playing this, with the mouse or the Joy-Con in that case, like on the armrest and just kicking back on the couch. Like it's obviously precise, but it also, you're not clicking on stuff or you're just moving the cursor and keeping it out of harm's way, or at least trying to. Man, that meter really starts draining fast if you don't pick up the new square quickly enough. But yeah, this game is just awesome stuff. I love that even like the shape of the room doesn't change. Like it kind of like wiggles back and forth or just kind of tilts side to side, but it doesn't. Like I was thinking every level would maybe throw a new shape at us, but it's really just a new color scheme, new bullet pattern, and I guess a new name for the level, but that's like about it. And you don't want to pick these up too close to the side because you end up with them right on top of you here. You can also see that meter is not filling anywhere near as quickly as it was before, or the border, I should say. I guess it's kind of a meter border, whatever you want to call it. There we go, Scatman. Okay, this is gonna get dicey. Oh, so they hit the wall and then splatter into two? Oh shit, this is gonna get real dicey. Because then it's gonna see, start shooting 3 at a time, 4 at a time, 5 at a time, and they'll just start ricocheting. That one's actually, I spoke too soon. First one's a little easy. Okay, yeah, these are just gonna start. But again, if you're thoughtful about the direction you're picking them up from, and how they're gonna, if you're paying attention to how they trigger after you pick up the projectiles, this is one of the easiest ones yet. I'm gonna speak too soon. Oh shit. Definitely gonna speak too soon. Let's see how, it doesn't take long to heal, just like maybe a full second or two before you go from damage status to, so you get like the little dot that unfortunately turns the same color as the projectile, so it makes it even harder to see where you're at. Oh no! One more. Yes! I love how when you get that last one, it clears the screen, so you can really kind of, oh shit. You can go for that very last one and get extra risky with it. Was it one more to clear this stage? Come on. One more wave, that is. Oh shit, see, kind of cheesed that one there, but we'll take it. Error. Calculating, what is this? Is this the end of the game? Content, no content found? Solution, add more content? Is this the end of the game? Increase replayability, what's going on here? Applying solution 3. Oh no! Oh, what is going on? Oh, ragdoll time. Oh, and it just keeps going. Look at how many levels there are. There aren't that many more, actually. So this is definitely like almost like a speed run game. Oh, and you got loop mode, normal mode. Looks like you have to complete, or no, you can play loop mode on each stage. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so wait, this is like a different, what happened here? Was that just some kind of weird like story moment, or? I don't know, that was cool. Okay, so these projectiles only can hurt me when they're red, but now I'm curious. So what was that last stage then? Scatman? Did I beat this one? Or what happened here? Let's try this again and see what happens here. It's a little bit perplexed. And I feel kind of bad because I like to keep these videos a little bit spoiler free, which hopefully by now you already decided that this is something that's up your alley or not. And you don't need to keep watching me play, but yeah, I feel like that would have been a nice little surprise or treat if you were playing this game for the first time. Of course, whenever I'm recording a video, I can never relax and think like, oh, this is a cool little, surprise or treat that the developer threw into the mix. I'm just thinking, oh no, there's something going wrong with the stream or the recording. And I'm thinking I gotta fix something, or that I gotta restart the video or something like that. So, thankfully that doesn't appear to be the case. Even if there was some kind of glitch there, I'm just gonna roll with it. But it definitely seemed like that was very intentional. Okay, and you do have to have this thing fully filled before... And then, it's got to be fully filled around the border, and then you collect one more to cap it off. Oh, no! Oh, dicey. So I feel like it takes about 2 full seconds to get your new one back. Okay, so here, what's an error? Calculating. Problem, no content found. Solution 1, add more content. Increase replayability, provide challenge. Applying solution 3, provide challenge. Now, what are you supposed to do there? What can you do there? Is that just there to, fuck with you? Just like a little halfway point or something? Because this is like a totally different level here that we checked out before. It's kind of cool how they start out yellow and it doesn't seem like they can hurt you until they turn into the red actual bullet. But yeah, I think after I clear or at least take a stab at the rest of this stage here, I'm going to leave it there for the video to keep it spoiler free in case they throw any other little wrinkles into the mix, because that was a cool little twist. It's always fun to think something's going wrong with the game or something. There we go. Wave 1 clear. Oh, this is nothing. That's all you got? I'm going to jinx it when I start shooting about 10 at a time, but that's nothing. Some of these, the order or the way the difficulty's increasing doesn't really feel all that crazy. There we go. One more. There we go. 2 more waves. Oh, shit. Oh, I can't believe I dodged that. Oh, little zigzag for you. Oh, shit. There we go. I can get a little tricky with these patterns. Oh, no. No, shit. Thought I had that one. I think I'm going to get this one. Boom. Oh, shit. There we go. Oh, no. No! Jinxed it. Think I'm going to get this one. What an idiot. Yeah, I don't want to pick those up too fast. Let it chill. Do a little zigzag between. Perfect. Couple more. Oh, no. No! I hit the edge. God damn it. Alright, so now things are starting to get quite a bit trickier. Alright, it's almost better to get these way up at the top here. Okay. Just kind of weave our way around. Just draw some big circles here. Kind of cheese it and kind of weave between, but I think it's better to just do this big circle here. There we go. Bada boom. Is this a new level? I thought I had 2 more waves to go on that one. Guess that was the last wave. Heck yeah. Oh no. 1 of 5. I'll tell you what, Stuff Wombat really knows how to take a game and a concept or an idea and just flesh it out to not do too much, but just give you enough of, enough to play around with so it's not just one basic, well, it is kind of one basic mechanic, but just with a new twist thrown in on each stage. And I feel like, kind of like Celeste or something. I mean, that's probably an overly generous comparison, but I love how, in Celeste, you don't really get any new moves for Madeline. Nothing new gets added to your move set. It's more just that the levels change, and you have to learn how to use that same move set to, react to the challenges that they throw at you. And that seems to be what they're kind of doing here. you know, you just have you're basically just moving your cursor around. Nothing changes about the way you can move or the way you can block or shoot projectiles back. Like, it's just pick up the squares or diamonds floating around and then try not to get hit, and just use your mouse cursor to whip around in whatever direction you see fit. And it's just really satisfying to be able to control with that much. You know, there's tons of games that have like cursor, you know, control or cursor specific accuracy or whatever you want to call this. And yeah, the fact that I don't even have to click a button or do anything, I'm just moving the mouse around to try to not get hit, is just perfect. Seems like it gives me like a freebie at the end of the stage each time. Like, it doesn't make me do the final wave or something, but I'm not going to complain about that. But I think this is probably a perfect spot to leave it for the video here, as there's at least a few stages left, and we'll keep it totally spoiler-free. And yeah, or at least mostly spoiler-free. I guess we kind of gave one away there with the little error code message in the middle of it. But yeah, this is just fantastic stuff. Another awesome game from Stuffed Wombat. If you're not familiar with their games, I definitely recommend checking out their other stuff. I hit the wall. Come on. So it's insta-kill on the wall. You don't get that extra hit of damage from the projectiles. Man, getting too quick to try to dodge around these little circular arcs here. But yeah, at the risk of just being a broken record per usual at the end of these videos, or even just throughout the video in general, yeah, just awesome stuff here with Geballer and everything from Stuffed Wombat. Like I said, I haven't played all of their games, but everything I have played from them has just been fantastic stuff, and just a super innovative and exciting game developer to follow, because they're always just doing something, even if it's on a small scale, they're doing something very interesting and kind of pushing the boundaries of what you can do with a video game. I know this is pretty straightforward and simple, so I might be like overselling it a little bit there, but yeah, I just love that. Let's see if I can clear this last wave, because I think what it's saying is I've cleared 3 of 4 waves, not necessarily that I'm on the third of 4 waves, if I can speak. Shit. Keep dodging. There we go. And you can tweak some of the settings too. Like, I know you can actually turn off the healing regen and stuff like that. No, yes, yes. Oh, perfect spot to leave it for the video here. I'm sure things are just going to keep getting dicier and dicier as I get on to the next, or, you know, the last like 3 or 4 stages here. But yeah, at the risk of being a broken record per usual, like I was saying already, I'm going to leave it there for the video, and just cannot recommend this game more highly, or any of the games from Stuffed Wombat, at least the ones that I've played. Like I said, just really recommend checking out all their stuff, and in particular, if you like what you see here, definitely recommend checking out Geballer. So, yeah, awesome stuff here.